videos for the RFIDs for the tracker. Okay, right up the top is that any accessories won't work without any external external battery charge. So this is a must. Keep that in mind. Okay, second things let's say I'm doing it with MVT600, but also this also applies to T1 as well. Okay, let's take a look at the RFID. RFID we're using on it. There's a difference between a T1 RFIDs and then the 600 RFID. They are both not interchangeables. Here's the key for the T1s. If you touch it on the tops, it won't respond to it. That means that they both, if you buy some things that not for the MVT600 or vice versa, it don't work. Alright, so okay, so let's take a look at this. We have the power going through the sockets, and then there's a RFID reader. It might not look like something like that, but when you take a look at the plug is different. The T1 is 8 holes with the plug, okay, and the 600 is 4 holes to go into the device. So make sure you got the right one. Okay. All right. So let's see. We got everything ready. We got the reader card is over there. Okay. Installed it. We got the antennas going. Okay. We got a SIM cards right in there. Okay. And also I connected my USB to serial to the computer, and the tracker right now is off. Okay, what I'm trying to show you is from the MyComs. Pick the right ports and then the right device, and then you gotta say open, and then with the green light, and it should work. Okay, so let me just turn this on. Okay, let's get that device on. Now, sure enough, we're looking for the authorized RFID connections, as well as let's say if we're using a card. Okay, stripe a card. If you connect it correctly, you should see from a red light to a green light and go back into a red light. And let's go into MyCom and take a look at the MyCom. Actually, it recorded the RFID number. Okay, but it will say is unauthorized. So look for that. Okay, here it is. It says RFID 7666439, and then and also it says on the bottom saying that RFID not authorized. It means that it simply means that it's a new card and it's had not been registered, had not been used yet. So the next steps, you probably have to go into a MSO2 server and the platforms, and to add it in. Okay, let's jump to the MSO2, the platforms, and trying to authorize the RFID. Actually, I already did, and just show you how to do this one. And the tracker itself looks like it's pretty active. It's reporting in, and then within the authorized RFID, when you click on it, they give you options to do so, and when you click on selected, the one that you have, and just authorize, select it, and then send command out, and then say authorize RFIDs receive, and then from there on, I could actually use it, or some of the people are using it for managing a driver who's driving the car, and this is where it goes to create a driver, give them names, and you could actually give them some basic information or even phone numbers, and then save it. And then when you go to manage RFID, this is where you bind the driver with your RFIDs. Yeah, just tell them to give the RFIDs the key, which is that's what we have, and then the driver. And when you click down, it goes into a selection of drivers. And then goes into a report, pick the device, and then slide down for RFID and select a time. Let's say from the 30th to today. Okay, and then you say search. Well, I slide it twice before. Okay, now let's see. Let me just close this, and let me just go swipe my cards. Okay, I just go and swipe the card, and then the reader, the light goes from red to green, and then go back into red again. And when you're going back into report, pick the tracker, pick the RFIDs again, and then when you're doing read, there you go. This is it tells you that the tracker RFID, the IDs, and the driver, and then the time that you swipe it. This is the 129.25. This is the most current one that I swipe it, and that's the coordinate, and that's a longitude. And in here, you could actually get from the coordinates to locations to be translated, as well as you could just export it into Excel files. Okay, in additionals to the RFIDs, readers with the driver, okay, within the matrix managers, I gotta mention about this feature, which is the RFIDs control out. If you configure your tracker to use that features, that is the one that allow you to use the key, which is the driver, use the keys to allow the driver to start the car. Let's say if somebody have a key, but you don't want him to drive that particular bus or that particular vehicles. That when you take that keys out from the authorizations, he no longer could drive that vehicle. So this is what that for. With using the output lines 1, which is the relays to the ignitions, and that will give you an option, a good options to control who's driving it, or allow somebody not to drive it.